Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. Everybody was wondering, untold. Where was Untold Stories? Well, let me tell you something. We wanted to give our followers a little space because we noticed whenever we uploaded a video, some persons who also have our programs were running with the same topics that we were unleashing every morning. One man's handle, them a copycat, a thief like puss. Everything you talk about, them come on and talk about it too. On Sunday, one of our colleagues did an episode showing that there is extreme poverty in St. Vincent and other Grenadines. They interviewed one man by the name of Samuel who said that he's homeless. Samuel was asked a lot of questions. When asked if he had any family members who could help him, he said yes, but they normally give him like $3 and so forth. He said that they don't really care. You see, a video clip started to circulate on social media with Kevin Little, and he was saying that some persons were getting robbed in St. Vincent and other Grenadines. Saying that Samuel was a homeless man. Samuel was asked if he was ever robbed. Samuel said yes, on numerous occasions. Every time he walked, the man them pick him pocket and take away him money. They even hold him down and take everything. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. You see this video, it is going to get very interesting. So Kevin later ran out and he made that statement. And a person started to pepper him. But his lucky thing, persons like Samuel were willing to give an interview to say yes, the man is correct. You see, once you say something in St. Vincent, and it is the truth, and some people don't like it, they would run and say, he's telling lies, she's telling lies, them are lied. Which while I truth, but them now are hear the truth. Why you think so many ghetto people are so poor? Because they are living in denial. Sometimes you say, youth, you can't do this, you can't do that. But one friend over there go tell them, you can't live in ghetto because you come from poor family. But they don't think outside of the box because they are around some friends that are already poor, so they want you to stay poor too. So they tell you things like, my friend, you cannot do this and you cannot do that. Which while you know to yourself you have the potential. It is like when you carry out someone on a date. Ladies, have you ever carried out a guy? And you ordered some fine champagne and so forth, and you carried him to a luxurious restaurant? Guys, have you ever carried out a woman to some fine dining and so forth? Introduce her to some lobster and that kind of a thing. And that individual says, I'm not accustomed to this, Always in denial, not accustomed, not willing to try this and try that. I watched an interview recently with the great Ricky Ross, and he was saying that he was motivated one time when he went to Puff Daddy's house, and he saw that there were certain things are wrong, even gold, all in the man's house. And Ross did not get jealous of him, but he was motivated. And right now, Ross has worked hard enough, and he's living on 300 plus acres of land. That is motivation. I remember I told you that Untold Stories is out in the ghettos. 365 days per year. So the big man can't come to us with any stupidness, Let me tell you something. I thought that Sandy Bay was one of the poorest areas. But you see, Byra, oh my, oh my, oh my. Houses are deteriorating. And not only from the salt or the sea blast, persons are actually living in extreme poverty next to the seaside. And I can't believe that the big man live close by to those areas at Goss and is doing absolutely nothing. Yes, man, he has a mansion in Goss. Full of bodyguards and securities. I'm going to tell you why persons are saying that the houses at Orange Hill are big, that they built for the evacuees. What was that again? 20 by 30, something like that. But when you go to Byram, man, a 10 by 10, 10 by 15, some like a one something, some like a one room. When you go down to Byram, you see some shacks, some little border structure, no electricity, no water, no internet. And there are kids living in those houses that needs to go to school. And remember, we told you that we know poor sons who are getting a poor relief, who live comfortable and have a proper 9 to 5. But because the regime is taking sides, that is what is causing extreme poverty. The big man's mansion is located on a hill in Goss, just above Mr. Lockard's shop. And he now see that down in the ghettos, persons are living under extreme poverty right under your nose. First time in school, you know, some kids used to joke around and say, now make the dog go in before you. I say, now get no space. You have to sleep with the foot out and do. You don't remember them out of place to pick me there. But in reality, it's actually going on because I see some like a one by one some thing. Where some mommy live with some daughter. Oh my. You want to know if an area is really poor? Walk to some communities and you will find a lot of casinos and ask those persons in those casinos are playing cards. Why are they playing? And they would tell you that they came to play to try and get a little money to buy something to put on the table. You see, some of them don't work with much money, you know. A man and woman come with a little $5, trying to play a $5 pot and $2 roaming and try to pick and thing. And that now, when them win, them have to put food up on the table. Don't you understand what is going on, my friends? You see, there are several reasons why persons are living under extreme poverty. One of those reasons is that some persons believe that mommy was a poor, daddy was a poor, so I have to remain poor. Another one is because of the regime. You see, when you don't support a sort inside, then your family is pressured. Every time you go to seek employment, you can't get a job. You can't get nothing done. You try to sign up to go pick fruits. You get no answer. Nobody replies to you. You start up a little business and look for a little prime grant. You can't get it because you are not a part of the regime. Yes, Turi. Road cleanups started back in St Vincent and the Grenadines. Remember we told you that in St Vincent they normally send out some persons to clean the road twice per year. But this year, I think they sent them out about 3 times already. Because after the volcano, they wanted to clean up the ash. Some persons are complaining that they sent them far up in the mountain. Another excuse was they wanted to clean up the roadsides to get the farms ready so that the farmers can return to their farms. But we spoke to some farmers and some of them were saying that they are not going to return at all. You know the reason why? Because their produce are sold under value. And we told the big man before that St. Vincent is in need of factories and industries. Selling our products in a raw material farm doesn't make any sense at all. Because the other countries are manufacturing them and selling them back to us at a higher rate. Just imagine that we have more fruits in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, more than some big companies, for example, that makes those box juices in Jamaica and Trinidad. Yet still we can't do that. So my people, are you going to always settle for those road jobs twice per year that normally pays 2 something and 3 something? No, sir, that not make no sense, Mr. Big Man. Untold Stories is talking for you as a friend. Please build some factories so that you can employ your people every day in another year. You heard what Tony said in his interview when we asked him if he or any one of his siblings ever went to the big man to get a job. Because the big man normally says, come look for him if you want to get an employment. But when his sister went there, they were telling her to come back on a Saturday. And it was like, Don't the government officials only work from Monday to Friday? So what was the big man saying? I am sure that Sian normally tells the big man that what Untold Stories is saying is true, because he's often out in the ghettos as well, doing his research. So Sian, please tell the big man that there is work to be done, especially in Gauss. With that being said, I just want to big up the entire population in St Vincent and the Grenadines, the regional islands, and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you. I'm out.